Are you looking to buy a house, or maybe you know someone moving to the area? We have our real estate expert, Aprile Osborne, back with us, getting us more on the current market. You and I were just talking about, this is the first time we've been here a long time.
Yeah.
First time we've seen season back in what, 2 years probably?
I would say
people
maybe
leaving.
3.
It's been a long time.
I know, I was like, how long has it been? It's been incredible to have a little bit less traffic.
Right.
Are you feeling it?
Definitely, and if you're new here, what we mean by season is the snowbirds go back up north. But the past 3 years, they've been here. They never left. It was COVID and then other things. Has that affected the market, the fact that we are seeing a season again?
That's such a great question, and I'm having it. People ask me that all the time. It's like, oh, man, the traffic's different. I can get from here to there in like 15 minutes.
It's awesome.
It's amazing. But we do love our snowbirds, of course.
Yes.
You know, so always come back. But yeah, I think it's definitely affecting our market just a little bit, not in a negative way. It's just giving opportunity for people that's been sitting on the sidelines for some time, that either was into a multiple offer situation, and those sellers are a little bit more negotiable because they're a little bit nervous. And I'll give you an example. We had an open house, and over the last 3 years, we would have between 25 and 30 people show up on that in that given time frame.
Yeah.
Now we're down to like 5 to 6, you know, people coming in because those snowbirds have gone home. They're not looking, and and so it's giving an opportunity to really negotiate strong. But our inventory is still a little low.
How are interest rates, which keep going up? Are we at 7% or something? How is that affecting our real estate market and buyers' confidence?
It definitely is causing a little bit of people to step back and evaluate what they may change the way that they do their life. So I have a lot of buyers that are families that are very sensitive to their monthly costs, which we all are that way. I'm not finding that they're not buying real estate. I think that they're cutting out other activities. Like I had a family the other day who goes, you know what? I might not renew my Disney pass because I want to buy this house, and this is what it costs me per month for this, so I'm going to exchange that, you know, or they maybe, you know, don't do as much Starbucks or
whatever those expensive habits are, right?
Those extra things. They're not cutting their homes, they're cutting other things.
Are we still fighting the whales, as they call them, the cash buyers that flood in and buy those maybe hurricane-ravaged properties or coastal properties?
Yes, we are. We are really fighting it. And because the mortgages are different too, you know, to buy a property that's been damaged, that's been water damaged, the insurance requirements for the mortgage is totally different. So it does take a little bit of a unique, very strong buyer to buy when you are getting a finance on one of those damaged properties. And a lot of them are getting picked up by those investors that are coming in and paying cash.
So it's competition.
Little bit of competition, yeah.
I mean, you know, it used to be location. Now it seems to be what, availability and higher ground? Is that what we're looking at?
You know, it's like I feel like some of the people that were kind of afraid of buying back on the water, now they're coming back and going, I'm not really so afraid anymore.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of calmed down. I'm sure there's some people out there that's like, no, I'm going to move inland. I'm going to get on the other side of US 41 instead of the west side of 41. You know, you have a little bit of that, but most of the people that were telling me like, oh, I'm never going to live on the water again, all of them have now changed their stories and they're back to the water view.
Short memories, you know?
Yeah, short memories.
I saw a stat the other day, and I don't know if it's still the case, that Babcock Ranch is the largest growing community in our area and the 5th in the country. Is that true?
It is true.
Wow.
It is absolutely true. They literally have underground utilities out there. They actually had never lost power. That is like one of their...
Jim, Anyway.
Everybody goes out to there to take their showers.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It was.
You go out to your house. Yeah, it's amazing. And I know Ave Maria is right there too. What is driving this? Is it that sustainability? Is it the fact that it's inland?
I think it's actually the cost. So the dirt is cheaper the further you go out east.
Okay.
So the developer can sell that same exact larger home, price per square foot is cheaper. So you get more house and more bang for your buck, same type of amenities in the communities.
Right.
You know,
Beautiful,
you have beautiful, stunning communities. So you have all of these amenities. The only thing that you're exchange is your drive.
Oh, okay, and it is a drive. I know
I mean 25, 30 minutes, depending where you're going.
Sure.
You know, of course, that could be up to an hour, and some, you know, if you're in Babcock Ranch going to Naples, that's you know, about an hour.
That's a hike. Yeah.
It's a hike, but you know, when you think about it, if you're saving $300,000-$400,000 for apples to the same size house,
I'm driving.
Yeah,
exactly.
For sure,
right.
I mean, you know, think about people like up north in New York and these other places. They drive like that all the time.
They're used to the commute.
They're used to the commute.
You talked about land availability. We're seeing Charlotte County start to grow. When I first got here, it was kind of sleepy. It wasn't really a place that a lot of new people went to.
Yeah.
But man, I was up there the other day. It's booming.
You know what? They're doing so much commercial redevelopment. Did you notice, like all the?
It's amazing.
It's
Yeah,
going to be
looks
so
great.
gorgeous. Again, the cost of the dirt is a little bit cheaper.
Right.
It's that boater type community where if you want to be on the water and you want to be under $1 million and have a house with a pool behind you and your boat behind you, you can really get it there and get some nice opportunities over there for sure. I believe it's one of those areas that we should keep our eye on.
How do things like the Sunseeker Resort there affect that, or Margaritaville on Estero Island? How does that play a factor in buyers' confidence or willingness?
There's a lot of conversation going on about Fort Myers Beach and Estero because there is millions, I'm talking hundreds of millions of dollars. Fort Myers Beach in 2 or 3 years and Estero Island, that whole area is going to look like something we've never seen before.
It's unreal.
It's going to be gorgeous. I heard a rumor that they're putting $250 million just in Margaritaville there, that area.
Just the one.
Just that one section.
That's
there.
amazing.
And so everybody that was like really hurt and damaged, I really believe if you come back and look at that in 3 years, they're going to be like, everything's new, everything's fresh, and it's going to really bring those property values up very quickly as those developments go on. But the same thing in Charlotte County. Anytime you have something come in and you do this new resort, this new opportunities, it does cause an effect in the residents around there. It brings the property values up because people want to come.
People want to come and stay permanently.
Yeah, they do.
You and I talk a lot about rental issues as well. The rent is still high. I'm seeing a lot of these rental communities popping up everywhere as well. Will the rent market level off, I hope?
I hope so.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing a little bit of it myself. I don't do a ton of rentals, but I have a staff member that does it. And I'm always keeping my hand on that pulse, of course. And of course, my investors are always asking, you know, what's going to be my return? And the reality of it is we do have a lot of those rentals that were Airbnbs. You know, you have to think about the Airbnbs that were on the waterway.
Yeah.
Those people can't come and rent there that were already booked 2 and 3 years in advance. We have a lot of people that do that. And so those properties are not available because they're under construction. So that's caused some of our other properties that typically aren't Airbnbs to actually be a little bit on a demand, and those owners are putting them on the Airbnb market in this short window to kind of take and fill that need, which is causing our annual rentals to go up because those are typically annual rentals. And so there's a little bit of that going on, but I believe it's just a short-lived window. And as those beachfront, waterfront properties come back on the market, we will see that our annual rentals will come down to a little bit more normal.
We certainly need affordable housing for everybody in the community.
We do.
You know, it can't just
really
be
do.
luxury homes, for sure.
Yep.
When it comes to commercial, has that shifted? A lot of us aren't going to the office anymore. Have we gone from office to more retail, industrial? Or, I mean, the office market, I can't imagine right now.
You know, it's actually very high demand.
Oh, good.
People are longing to be near people. They want that sense of community. Like there was a, it's called Venture X downtown in Naples area off of 41. It's a new office building. Like there's a waiting list to get into
It's like the flex space kind of thing, right?
It's like flex space, like a
That's
Regis
really
type
cool.
of thing. You know, they're absolutely, people are looking for that sense of community. They want to get out of their houses a little bit. And then you've got some people that are enjoying to stay at home. And I think the world is kind of settling like what's best for you in the season of life that you're in.
That's a good
You
point.
know, it's like the mom at home that has the kids at home and in and out of school, she might want that outside flex space because she's trying to make phone calls. And
Want to get the heck out of the house,
yeah, like get me out of Dodge, no more laundry for me.
For sure. Well, I would think being in commercial would be a very good investment right now, given the population boom. So.
It is, and the industrial, like what you mentioned, I mean, the demand. Have you seen Alico Road where they're growing?
Yes, it's amazing. And that's what made me think of it. I mean, I'm seeing all kinds of industrial type projects coming up too.
And the demand is all of those properties are pre-leased before they even finish them.
Wow.
That's what's happening over there. We actually have 18,000 square feet ourselves over there, and it is absolutely, I get calls all the time, can we lease space in your building?
Wow.
And the need is so there. And so, you know, the investors and the developers are coming in and they're trying to meet those needs.
Well, I'm glad to hear that our real estate market is good and healthy here in Southwest Florida.
Yes, ma'am.
Aprile, thank you for the good news. Thank you for the advice. We appreciate it. And she owns Call It Closed Realty. We're going to put information how you can get in touch with Aprile and her team on our website, as we always do, which is abc-7.com.